What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Madden NFL 16 Ultimate Team gameplay. We are now in our 4th season and the 6th week, and this game we start out struggling. And as you can see, our opponent has TD himself, Terrell Davis, at running back, and then he's got the Glover Quinn, the 92 overall, the Style Master Glover Quinn, and a 91 overall Dwight Freeney, who's going to have some speed. So his team definitely looks superior to mine, but we're not going to worry too much about it. We are going to do our best at just sticking to our game plan, doing what we know best, and that's win football games. No, I'm just kidding, but we're not going to worry too much about his team. We're just going to play ball and hope we can do well. As he throws right at me, and I just move out of the way. I'm like, here you go, buddy, you can have this. But man, this guy is so fast. Luckily, I'm able to chase him down right here. Not before he gets to like the 7-yard line, but still, I didn't realize he was gonna be so fast. Like I knew he was good, but I didn't realize he was that good. And yet again, he throws a slant right at me, and I'm right there, but just decided to not make a play on the ball. You know, I'll just let him have that one. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to that. But you know, it just took him a minute and 5 seconds to go all the way down the field and score on me, and that's not a good thing. But we're not going to worry too much about that as we get upended at the 22-yard line. So we're just going to stick to what we do, and that's throw terrible passes. We're going to give Todd Gurley the football and see if he can go to work like he did in that last game, which was definitely huge in helping me win that last game, if y'all saw it. But so we're going to go right back to Gurley as he's got a little bit of room inside. Picks up about 8 yards, maybe 7. So we're going to go to a screen. And luckily, we're able to just barely pick up the first down, but we get hit huge and fumble the football. So that's just one of my early struggles. Is right there. I feel like I was in position to make a play on the ball, but I just wasn't able to do it. And this lob streak was actually broken up. That seems to never happen for me, but we actually get a big interception right there. So we turn the ball over, and then he gives it right back. So we're gonna try to capitalize on that, as Todd Gurley gets a big run like Terrell Davis did for him. So that definitely helps a lot. And we go to Shane Vereen right over the middle, and he's down to the 16-yard line. So we're just going to give the ball back to Todd Gurley, and he's going to fumble. So in the first quarter, we've already got 2 fumbles. I feel like that's something I can't control too much. Maybe I let his stamina get down or something, but it's not like I'm making bad throws and throwing interceptions. I'm just running the football, which is typically a safe thing to do, and it's not panning out for me. I'm having to pay for it, and I don't know what happened there. I felt like I was in the perfect spot to come down with that interception, but I was just a little too far behind the receiver as he throws a vertical route to the 40. So I've fumbled twice, and he scored once, and yeah, it looks like he's driving right now. I feel like if he wouldn't have spun right there, he had an easy touchdown. I don't know if he just imagined something was going to happen or what, but I definitely feel like he gave away some points right there, as he had a wide open receiver right there and just decides to hold on to it too long and throws it right at my defensive player. But luckily we get a big stop right there, and on 4th and 2 I'm going to blitz, and luckily we blow that up in the backfield. So now I've got the ball on the 24-yard line, and Gurley's fumbled twice for me, but I trust him. I'm just going to keep giving him the ball. I'm going to let him do what he does, and that's make plays eventually. As I make a terrible read right there. I'm going to throw one to Julius Thomas, and he's going to pick up the first down for us and keeps chains moving. And I'm thankful for Julius Thomas. As Todd Gurley cuts inside and manages to stay on his feet for about a 5-yard gain. And we're going to go right back to him. I juke outside instead of inside for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I still had enough to pick up the first, as Blake Bortles makes a bad throw. I've been thinking a little bit. I know Blake Bortles is good, but I don't remember Peyton Manning ever missing those throws. I can't think of a time that he did. I'm going to have to compare those two players and see. I believe Bortles has a little bit of a stronger arm, but Manning was just a little more accurate, and I feel like accuracy is a little more important, especially for the way I play my games. I don't I don't throw too many bullet passes or too many deep passes. I typically just throw it underneath. But anyways, he ends up holding us out of the end zone right there at the end of the half. But we take our points. I'm trying to be smart. I feel like he could be up by a lot with my turnovers. But so I'm just gonna take the field goal, make it a 7-3 game, go into the half, and hopefully I can come out and do better. As I throw it right at him, and luckily he just throws an arm up and instead of trying to intercept it. But he's playing some soft coverages, and I'm able to sit back and just wait for a receiver to find the hole in the zone, and doing that is it's not too hard when he's not getting much pressure. It's right there. I almost didn't get that. Whoever he had, I think that was his Glover Quinn. Just he had some speed on him. Shane Vereen finds a hole in the middle of the field and takes a big hit actually. But here's the 84 overall Gronk that Ultimate Team just gives you. So I definitely took advantage of him while he lasted. He played well. He had nice height, could jump well, could catch well, and I definitely used him. And right here, we're just going to hit Todd Gurley on the outside, and he almost scores. Oh, he actually does score. I must have been thinking of a different game. Repeat. That didn't work. Todd Gurley scores on that play. I knew that the whole time. I was just testing you guys to see if y'all are paying attention. But luckily, as poorly as Todd Gurley has played and the fumbles he's lost and put on the ground, he still manages to find his way in the end zone and gives me a lead. And I preach it in almost every one of my videos. No matter what happens, guys, stick to your game plan. If your running back fumbles a couple of times, give him the ball again, and he's bound to make a big play. Now, if he's got 41 carrying and you're playing against a team that's got 99 hit power, don't keep giving it to him because that's just going to keep happening and keep happening. But Todd Gurley's carrying is in the 90s, so I trust that he can hold on to the ball. Even if he does fumble once or twice early, I feel like the rest of the game he's still going to be reliable. And, man, this guy's just killing me with these vertical routes and just going up and grabbing them with his big, tall receivers. And there's just nothing I can really do about those. But right here, I'm lurking, and I actually am able to step in front of this ball and grab the interception, and I get out to the 6-yard line. So I've got a 3-point lead with just 3 minutes left. So I'm going to try to bleed this clock as Todd Gurley makes a big cut inside, and he's almost able to pick up the first down. I hand it to Blake Bortles. Well, I don't hand it to him. I do the quarterback sneak with Blake Bortles, and he doesn't pick it up. But I go right back to it. And right here, I just run around his run commit, and I have no idea how Todd Gurley gets caught right there by a linebacker. But it is what it is. But, I still picked up the first, and I'm able to get a little bit of time back. And he's just run committing and bringing the house. So I'm just going to throw a slant right here and actually be able to score from 44 yards out to make it a 17-10 game with not what I think is not enough time to come back. Just a minute and 5 seconds, and it's 2 scores. So I feel like even though he has the superior team, I'm going to be able to hold him out and actually come back from a terrible start in a 7-3 halftime deficit and end up being able to outscore him by 14 points in the second half. So right here, I'm not bringing anybody. I'm just calling a very, very soft defense. And what do you know? His receiver goes up and snags that on me. But right here, Randall's actually able to step in front of it and breaks 3 tackles before he's finally brought down. And that causes my opponent to quit. So I actually squeak out with a 17-7 victory, even though I was down and he had the better team. But that's the end of this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.